Hi, welcome to this presentation of Karatbars International. In fact, this is actually a small tutorial prior to you actually attending the main presentation. So the key idea here is to talk about what is Karatbars, who's behind it, what do we deal with, just to give you some indication. So let's get into it. First and foremost, who is Karatbars? Now, Karatbars International was established in 2011 and we got headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany, with more than 550,000 affiliates worldwide. We also got a full licensed crypto bank in Miami, Florida, USA. We have offices in Hong Kong. We have a Carrot Pay system in Singapore, customer support services in Germany, Dubai, Slovenia, Romania, and a credit card service support in Malacca, Spain, with IT offices in Bangladesh and Romania. Now, who's the person behind it and what is his mission in actually helping people around the world? Well, he is none other than, and that person is none other than Dr. H.C. Harold Zeiss. Now, basically, he's the CEO and founder of Karatbars International. He also is a senator of the Global Economic Network and a member of the Economic Council. Now, what's important to know about this person is that he has a mission, and his mission is basically to produce the highest quality of gold, make it accessible to people all over the world at affordable prices. Now the question is why? Why is he doing that and what's the purpose behind it? Well, as you all know that we have economic crisis, we have the economic depression, and people suffered using their current currency. But as you know, at the same time, gold, even though in all these years, in spite of economic downturn or depressions, gold has constantly maintained its value, if not risen in value. And what his idea is, instead of just having faith in your common currency or fiat currency, why not back your currency with gold? Which means that instead of putting your money just in the bank, why don't you take that money, invest it in gold? You will never lose here because it's always appreciating and you're saving in gold. So for a rainy day, you always have something in the savings, but it's backed by gold. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about this as we move on. But what's important is credibility of our company. We recently appeared in Forbes magazine. In Forbes magazine, as you know, Forbes is not just any magazine that interviews just any rich company, but it has got strict criteria. And one of its criteria is integrity of the company. And Carat Gold recently appeared in the Forbes magazine where it was ranked 7th in the world in terms of its solutions, in terms of what it's doing, and also using technology to make gold accessible to people all over the world. So that just gives you some indication in terms of its credibility. Now the question is here, what do we deal with? What are our products? What are our services? And we can take a good look into that just now. The main idea behind saving and investing in gold is to hedge against inflation. Now, very simple, what is inflation? It's basically the prices of goods and services go up while the value of your money decreases. Also, if you notice that sometimes as the prices of goods and services go up, it's not necessarily directly proportional to the rise of salary. So your salary can be just what it is now, but the products and services go up, which means that you have to dig deeper into your pocket, into your savings, to pay for those same goods and services that you need as basic needs and necessities. Very much like what the slide is showing, that in 1998, a $20 bill would give you a trolley full of products and services. Fast forward that, the same $20 bill will give you just a handful of that with the same amount of money. Why? This is known as inflation. And the main idea behind this whole tutorial session and for you to come to attend a presentation is to show you how this company with its products and services will help us beat inflation and at the same time save and invest in gold. So let's look into that now. The products that we actually deal with. Draw your attention to is that If a person actually bought a 1 kilogram of gold in 1920 and kept that gold product in his safe or vault, in 2019, that same 1 kilogram of gold would be worth 40,000 US dollars, which means even in terms of economic downturn, this gold has been able to maintain, sustain its value even over the years, while our currencies, our fiat currencies, it could be the rands, the rupees, the euro, the pounds, the US dollars, it has faced such economic downturn that it has not been able to maintain its price. And this is how the company wants to help us in making gold accessible to people all over the world. Now, it's not easy to be able to purchase 1 kilogram of gold, get it shipped to you, and you're going to keep it in your safe or vault in your house. So what the company did, it came up with an ingenious way of actually helping us to save in gold. And I'm going to show you how they do that. They came up with what is known as the Karatbars. It almost looks like a postcard or a business card. And if you see carefully into it, it has it has actually got embedded in it a gold bullion. Now this is what we call in gold terms is known as ingots, which means that it is relatively small units of precious metal. In this case, it's gold, which is embedded into this postcard or the Karatbars as they call it. Now, what's good about it is that you can actually purchase it, you can buy it as a gift, and you can gift to your children. For those, I know a lot of people who gift their grandchildren this, but it's in a form of savings. So, which means that over time, all these cards, you can actually exchange it and you could get back a currency, the currency that you'd like, or you can just keep it to give it to generations to come. Now, it makes a very valuable gift. At the same time, instead of just putting your money in the bank, you can go about investing these Karatbars attached with the gold bullions. And this is one of the ways that the company came up with helping people to save in gold rather than just putting your money in the bank. What's interesting about this is that you can purchase up to 1 gram of gold and it can go up to 6 grams of gold and it gets shipped to you by FedEx. And that's where they actually made a deal with. Now the question is, what else? What are the other products they deal with and how can this help us? The second product that they came up with is what is known as cash gold. Now remember, as I mentioned early on, that we have a currency which is not backed by anything, it's just backed by faith. But they wanted to build a currency which was actually the forms of payments at some point in time prior to Richard Nixon removing the direct convertibility. And they wanted to go back to that time where they said that we want to back our currency with gold. That's right. We want to back our currency with gold, which means you could take that same currency, you could go to a shop or retail shop, you could purchase goods and services using that currency. And this is what is known as cash gold. So if you look at it based on the picture, it's basically a paper note, yes, with the highest level of security in it, but embedded in it is this gold bullion, which I mentioned early on. And you could take that, you could go to a shop, retail, and you can purchase goods and services because it's backed by gold. Now, the question a lot of people ask is, but what's the authenticity about it? I'm going to show that just now. Each of these gold bullions that I've mentioned about is 24 carats. It's 999.9. It's got a certificate of authenticity and it's accredited by the LBMA and it has got the highest level of security in it. More importantly, we have got a contract with FedEx that delivers to 125 countries. So the moment you purchase this, it actually gets sent to you via FedEx. Now, what's interesting, we also got our own online system that allows you to pay using cash gold. Now, why did they come up with this? Well, they realized that people can't be walking with all this cash gold in their bags or in their pocket. I mean, for obvious reasons. So they came up with an app known as Carrot Pay, which allows you to purchase the cash gold and using digital platform, you're able to purchase for those products and services. And we have our own app known as Karatpay that does exactly what I just talked about. This gives you an indication of the companies and the products that we deal with that use cash gold as a form and means of payment. So these companies range anything from architecture, construction, to food, drinks, to hotels, to tourism, to shopping. Basically, what it means is that each of the companies mentioned here have made a deal with Karatbars saying that yes, we will accept your cash gold and we will be able to finance and do transactions using your cash gold, which is a great thing. Challenge here is that these companies are mostly found in Europe. What happens to countries which are in Africa or in Asia and other countries that have not yet embraced the cash gold concept? How do we go about investing into this at the same time benefiting from it? And this is where I want to talk to you about their latest innovation that they've just come up with and how it's benefiting all of us. And of course, what's in for us. Prior to you actually coming for this presentation, I'll give you an indication. Let's look at that. So let's take a good look about the product itself and see actually how.
First,
Right, I'm sure that gave you a much better indication about what Cashco looks like. But more importantly, as I said early on, that you can't be walking around with all this cash gold, and not all the companies in different parts of the world have embraced this concept of using cash gold as a form of currency. So why would we actually want to be part of this company, and how is it helping us? Well, this is where the company has come up with its latest innovation using blockchain technology and using cryptocurrency. I'll talk to you a little bit about that. Blockchain. Now, blockchain technology is basically a decentralized structure, which means that it's a complete and immutable form of accounts, meaning that nobody can hack into it. Whatever information is there, it's immutable, and it's a fact. So nobody can hack into it, nobody can interfere with it, and nobody can basically change that information which is in the blockchain. Now, there's a lot of information out there on Google, and the idea here is not to go so deep into it, but please feel free to go into Google and to read and check videos about blockchain. Why did our company choose blockchain technology? Is simple, that it's low cost and fast transactions, meaning that it can be accessible to people all over the world in its digital form, and it can be used in any part of the world. Secondly, when we talk about blockchain technology, we talk about a methodology, a form that is not controlled by any centralized authority. Now, most of you have probably heard about blockchain from Bitcoin era, and as you all know, Bitcoin is doing very well, and so is the technology, and more companies are embracing into this. So question is, what is our company doing with blockchain, and how is it helping the company and people all over the world with this technology? Let's look into that. The first thing that the company said it wanted to do was said, okay, look, we have a gold-based business. We want to make gold more accessible to people all over the world. But more importantly, why don't we use this blockchain technology and develop our own cryptocurrency, just like very much like Bitcoin? But the difference with our currency and the other forms of cryptocurrency is that ours will be backed by gold. Exactly, it will be backed by gold. Other forms of cryptocurrency are based on the supply and demand of the coins. Ours will be backed by gold. Now, the moment the company said that, it realized that in order to back their coin by gold, it had to actually have gold. And that's when it actually went and it purchased and acquired gold mines, one in Madagascar known as Fort Dauphin, and in gold mines in Papua New Guinea, which allowed them to have access to gold, which in turn allowed them to back their coins by gold. And this was the key idea behind it. So in Madagascar, we have 900 million worth of reserves of gold. And in Papua New Guinea, we have acquired 12 mining perimeters with proven gold reserves of more than 200 tons in total. And this is where we came up with our first cryptocurrency, which I will say right now that it's all sold out. Our first cryptocurrency of Karatbars International was known as KBC, and it's basically what is known as an asset coin, which means it's a coin that is backed by gold, and it is an asset which you can keep, it will appreciate, and you can trade it. Now, I wouldn't be sitting here if I just simply told you, well, these coins are sold, so what's in for us? And I'm coming to that particular one, what's in for us just now. What's interesting to note is the following. The key here is that it actually gives you a much better indication that Carat Gold coin is actually on the exchange of cryptocurrencies. If you go to CoinMarketCap, you'll be able to see the Carat Gold coin, which is going at 0.09 US cents, gives you an indication of the credibility of this coin. Remember, at some point in time, Bitcoin was going at 0.10 cents. So this is bound to increase. Now, the question is, if they're all sold out, and what's in for us? How do we get access to these coins if they're all sold out? I mean, what would be the purpose of this whole presentation? Well, actually, interesting enough, the company has come up with a second set of coins, which is the main idea of this whole tutorial prior to you attending the main presentation. And the main idea behind this is this new set of coins that they've come up with, which is known as a utility coin. And that utility coin, ladies and gentlemen, is known as KCB. Let's look at that. KCB is the new coin which is on its pre-sale. What do I mean by pre-sale is that it is not yet available to public. The moment it gets available to public, it will be at another price and you will have to buy it using the exchange. Right now, it's available to the company at pre-sale, and you can purchase it by being referred, and you can actually get access to these coins. Now, what's interesting about this is the KCB coin is what is known as a utility coin. The utility coin is the coin that will actually be able to purchase goods and services. And as we purchase goods and services, the value of that coin actually goes up. So there's two parts to it. One, it's backed by gold. And number two, it is a utility coin used for the purchases of products and services. So let's look at that. One of the things that the company came up with and did is that, why don't we open a bank that actually deals with cryptocurrency? Now, no company currently in the world has actually got a bank that deals with cryptocurrency, and we are the first bank in the world that actually allows us to do that. What do I mean by that is that you could actually go to the bank, and you could go to any bank, you could open an account using your current income as a form to open an account. But in our bank, you could actually go there, open a bank using cryptocurrency, and that they will take care of your portfolio using that. And what's interesting is that our CEO says the mission behind a cryptocurrency bank is that it's to make it affordable for basically anyone to acquire gold, to create wealth for not only themselves but also their families, which is an amazing mission by the company. Secondly, the company has also gone out there to produce and make ATM machines, which allows us to access our currency, our cash gold, and it uses artificial intelligence. So each of these ATM machines, basically what it means, you could use it to purchase other forms of cryptocurrency like Bitcoins, Ethereum, Litecoins, using our own ATM machines. Now, why do I emphasize that is that each and every time you use one of our services, whether it is the bank or the ATM machines, it increases the value of our KCB coins. And as it increases the value of KCB coins, it increases what we have actually acquired or purchased, meaning that the price of our coins keeps going up. Now, also, when you become part of Karatbars, you can apply for a MasterCard, which they ship it to you, and all your income that you have acquired or the increase in the prices of these coins actually goes straight into your Karatbars account, which is into your MasterCard. And you can use that to access your transaction all over the world, wherever these ATM machines are, as well as you can also use the local machines. The only difference is that the local machines will only give you fiat currency, whereas ours will also give you cash gold. We also have a Karatbit exchange, which allows you to purchase other forms of cryptocurrency, including fiat currency, anything from Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD, and it's a high frequency trading. So which means you can use your KaratPay account, and with your KaratPay account, we accept cash gold, and you can trade and purchase other forms of cryptocurrency. Once again, as I mentioned, as we use our KCB, it's a utility coin, the value of KCB goes up, which means that our investment also increases. We have also made deals with companies, retailers that allow us to use our KCB coins to actually purchase goods and services. This is known as K Merchant, which means that if you're an existing company or you have a company and you would like to affiliate yourself with our company of Karatbars, they can allow you to become a merchant where you can accept payments in KCB, and that increases, of course, the value of our KCB coins. And that is something you can read more about on our website. Our latest product that we have just come up with is known as the K1 Impulse phone, which is the first ever voice over blockchain protocol. Now, I'm not going to go much into detail with this. As I said, that it is in a presentation, you will get to know more about it. However, it is the first phone that will use the cryptocurrency. It is the first phone that uses voice over blockchain. And it's, of course, the first phone where the security is of the highest order. That is why they say privacy is the new order with this particular phone. So as mentioned early on, is that currently all the KBC coins have been sold out, which means that 12 billion of those coins have been totally sold out. But I'm going to be talking more about our KCB during a presentation, which means 50 billion of these coins are on for sale. Come September, which is the end of the pre-sale, any unsold will be burned. So this is why it is advisable to please attend the presentation the soonest possible, because come September, there's going to be nothing on the market in terms of coins, and you'll have to purchase these coins on the exchange. So this is why it's encouraging, and we encourage everybody to please attend the presentation for you to have a much better idea how to become part of this. The question is, how can we actually be part of the pre-sale rather than coming end of September? And this is what you'll get to know a little bit more about in the presentation. The main idea is that you can start with a purchase of 150 euros and it goes straight up to 1 million euros. It all comes down to your budget, but I want you to also know that if you have 150 euros, which you would put in the bank, why don't you take that, use that budget and purchase a profit package, which not only gives you KCB worth, but remember, your money is not invested into a product that's depreciating. You're not going out there and purchasing a set of cosmetics or groceries or a car which is going to depreciate over time. You're actually purchasing or investing into a product where it constantly appreciates and grows. So I'm going to give you a very quick example. If you got an investment of 150 euros, if you're in Mauritius, that's like around 6,000 rupees. If you could take that amount of money, invest in this, what do you actually get? you would get around 150 euros worth of coins. And how much is that? What is basically 150 euros divided by 0.14 cents, euro cents, because that is the current price of one KCB coin. It's at 0.14 cents, which is very affordable, and a lot of people are capitalizing on this. So you could become part of this profit package. You could purchase your coins, and come September, the moment it goes into the sale, it goes into public, you would find that that 0.14 cents has the potential of actually increasing. So which means in the next 2-3 months, your money will definitely double. And I'm not saying it might even triple, but you know what? It basically will not remain the same as what you purchased it. So this gives you a fairly good indication of what it is all about. So, so these are the different other profit packages, which shows you the status. As you grow, as you purchase more, your status increases. So you could be a bronze, you could be a gold, you could be VIP. The key is to be a VIP, because during the presentation, you will understand the benefits and what is in for you when you move into these statuses like gold, VIP, because it's not just the coins that you get much more in terms of the structure, in terms of the income that comes to you and the business opportunity that they have, and all that will be explained during the business presentation. But please note the following, that you could have these profit packages, you could have a status, and each of these play a very vital role as you move into Karatbars. So once again, we look forward to welcoming all of you to our presentation, upcoming presentation. Please meet the person who introduced this video to you. I'm sure they've given you the dates and time for this next presentation. Please do attend. It is currently July. We've got 2 months prior to actually the end of the pre-sale. We look forward to welcoming you and explaining how you can become part of this exciting and amazing opportunity. So with that, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and look forward for you to see you in the presentation. Thank you very much.